Welcome to my little corner that I call Cafe Homeopathy. And today we're back to the basics and we're going to talk about what in fact is homeopathy. If I have to summarize in a very short and simple way, I would say that homeopathy is a system of medicine that stimulates your body's natural ability to heal, mainly based on the like cures like principle. It's still confusing, right? Okay, let's unfold this together. And to do that, I would like to go back in history and tell you how it all started. So, if we go back over 200 years ago in Europe, there was this German physician called Samuel Hahnemann. He was very unhappy and frustrated with the medicine of his time because the procedures were pretty much based on bloodletting with the leeches and enemas and purging. And it culminated in an event that he lost his friend that was under his care, and at the occasion he gives up on practicing medicine. He actually walks into his waiting room full of patients, sends everybody home and tell them he's not going to fool them anymore with a medicine that has been proven to be ineffective. Now, because Hahnemann knew many languages, he decides to work for a while as a medical translator, and the work of his colleague William Cullen comes into his hands, claiming the cure of malaria fever by the use of a plant, the bark of a tree, the cinchona, where we struck the quinine, because it was a stomach tonic. Now, Hahnemann was very puzzled about that because there were other stomach tonics, and if that was curing malaria just for the tonic properties, any other tonic will do, and that was not the case. So Hahnemann decides to go and try that tonic by himself and experiment on him. Shortly after ingesting that, he developed malaria-like symptoms. He was all achy, sweating, headaches, weak, almost if he had a fever. So basically, Hahnemann developed malaria-like symptoms. At this time, he remembers important teaching from Hippocrates, the father of medicine, that said, like cures like. In other words, a substance that can cause a symptom is very likely the same substance that could cure same or similar symptoms. Okay? Uh, when Hahnemann finds that out, he goes back to the practice, this time under a new name that he called homeopathy. Homeo stands for similar, and pathy, suffering or disease, and starts practicing. Now, the symptoms that Hahnemann developed was because of the toxicity of the bark of that tree. So most of the remedies he dilutes. He highly dilutes the remedies. More he diluted the remedies, more effective and gentle they were. So another pillar of the homeopathy is the dilution, and another one remedy at a time. Now, although it seems strange, there are some examples of the like symptoms even in our modern conventional medicine. For example, when we use amphetamines to treat ADHD. So amphetamine is a stimulant that you might use to treat a person with hyperactivity. The digoxin that you use to treat arrhythmias, it's a plant that in high concentrations can cause arrhythmias, right, as a toxic side effect. So although it seems crazy and quite the opposite of what the conventional medicine does, it exists on the conventional medicine. But we are more used to see the opposite. So if you have pain, you take a painkiller. If you have heartburn, you take an antacid. They are different systems, okay? Not just in terms of the like cures like principle, but of the dilution. Homeopathy is so highly diluted that most of the remedies will have no remaining molecule in that. But your body can recognize the information in the remedy. There are different theories to explain that, or even the nanoparticles theories. We're not going to step into that now, but your body recognizes that, and that increases your body response by strengthening your vital force to whatever your body is fighting at the moment on the physical and emotional levels. So when we consider the homeopathic remedies, what is important is not just the like cures like symptom, but the totality of symptoms. So let's give another couple of examples just to practice this concept of like cures like. If you ever cooked or ever chopped an onion, when you are in the kitchen doing that, you might develop tearing eyes, nasal discharge, even a raw sensation in your nostrils, right? Now, it might look, if we were talking not about an onion, but if we're talking about an illness, we could be talking about maybe early stages of a cold or even some seasonal allergies, right? Now, the remedy, the homeopathic remedy made out of an onion that is called onion cepa is one of the remedies that we might use to treat these early stages of a cold or the allergies. Now, not everybody's the same. You might get a cold with exactly the symptoms, the tearing eyes, the clear nasal discharge with the raw sensation on the nostrils, but maybe another person developed just nothing like that, has just a very flushed face with a fever and some sore throat. That would be a different remedy. Okay? So for you to select your homeopathic remedy as a first aid for an acute case, or when you go to see your homeopath and you want to describe your symptoms, all these details are very important, because the goal for the homeopath, or if you are trying to approach some acute case with homeopathy by yourself, is to see this totality of the symptoms and the peculiarity of the symptoms. Because unlike, again, the conventional medicine is not just one remedy for colds. You have a selection of remedies and you need to match those symptoms based on the like cures like principle. Okay? Now, the homeopathic remedies, they are made out of different sources from mineral, animal, or vegetal kingdoms. Now, what is not homeopathy? Homeopathy is often misunderstood by anything that is natural. Okay, so people say, oh yes, it's homeopathic because it's natural. No. So if we're talking about herbal extracts, or that's not homeopathy. Some homeopathic remedies might be made out of the plants, but remember, homeopathy is non-molecular. It's very different than taking a herbal extract. Homeopathy includes vitamins and minerals. No, it doesn't. It's non-nutraceutical. Homeopathy includes essential oils. No, it doesn't. Essential oils are highly concentrated. It's quite the opposite. They are very different systems. Okay, so homeopathy is a very peculiar and particular system that really triggers to strengthens your body vital force and triggers your body natural ability to heal. That's what I meant at the beginning with this description. But does not mean that everything that is natural. Okay, this is very important for you to know. Anyway, I hope it helps. I'm Katia Martino. I'm a veterinarian and a homeopath, and I look forward to your comments.